But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Up the middle they go. It's Terry, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Terry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagles. Check, go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
He finds his man complete. That's Gallagher. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at... Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. The Steelers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now the first carry here for their running back. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on first down. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Pushing his way through. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the all. Which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
70 Timberwolves. Last thing, 19. 65, yeah. 65, yeah. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Let's go now.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on third and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on fourth.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. There he goes left side. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Travis Etienne
from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
In motion right, that's Wilson. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
He can't get him down. And down inside the 15 he goes. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go, here we go.
A first throw for the backup Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Next to score, Steelers 24, Bengals 17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now back to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth. On the move past the 40.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Got a man here, it's Wilson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Down the numbers. There he goes. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. As the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here we go, set. 70 range, 70 range. Take over.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Armstrong. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hiking, 18. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Come 19, come 19.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
ETN bringing in another one.
And he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
12.
Again, it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility.
And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
11.
Burrow looking to pass.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
12. 11.
And Burrow going to throw again.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Etienne is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, we've seen an incomplete pass and an attempted run, not getting them anywhere at all. I'm not sure they're committed on this drive about what they want to do.
Here we go.
I just wanted them to say, listen, let's line up and...
Touchdown, Bengals! T.J. Hockenson, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A short one there to Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
3 quarters in the books. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant.
Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth,
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted.
He may go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
Pass caught left side by Humphries. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Burrow will throw.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd down, Terry breaks a tackle. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Burrow.
He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
Throwing, Burrow.
That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out